What is up, brewskis? What do we got on tap for tonight? Man, oh man. We got some stuff for you, buddy. We got some stuff for you. We're going to start it off with some movie news. Obsession is going to become probably the best, from a financial standpoint, the best independent movie ever. And then if you look at the other side of the spectrum, you got the Mandalorian and Grogu underperforming.
Yeah.
Hollywood's in a weird place, man.
I love it.
Same.
I love it, Mike.
What else we got?
We also have a full video game corner.
Oh, yeah.
Including a recently debuted Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 trailer.
Wow.
We also have the Rockstar workers forming a union after a bunch of them got fired. And we also have the price of games just getting higher and higher.
Man, and let's just get into all that.
Let's do it.
Right?
Yep.
Well, before we can do that, we got to get into these brewskis. So let's crack these open one time for the one time. This is episode 496 of the One Beer In podcast. This all out. I'll edit it out. I'll edit it out. Okay. This is the One Beer In podcast, the podcast where two brews crack open a brew and we see where said brew takes us.
Yeah.
My name is Mark Ladupa. With me as always, the great and powerful, it's Adam Obesius Rodriguez.
Yeah, buddy.
And speaking of Adam, he's going to tell you guys a little bit more about what we're drinking tonight.
I'd love to, Marco. This is the Playalinda Orango Tango IPA.
I don't throw it to him in the way that I should throw it to him. It's my fault.
It's okay. It's all right. You throw it any which way you like. Unfortunately, no cold read on the can, but I was able to look it up on none other than TotalWine.com. And the product highlights go as follows. From the United States, Florida specifically. Orango Tango IPA pairs juicy pineapple with zesty orange, bringing a citrusy twist. This bright IPA features the bitterness you'd expect while maintaining an extremely balanced finish that's bold, juicy, and made for drinking. Comes in at a relatively mild 6.6 ABV. And let's give her a little sippy doodad.
That's a new one.
Yeah.
Sippy doodad.
Sippity doodad.
All right.
Okay.
Let's get rocking. So, this weekend saw the second week.
Yeah, I think so.
The Mando was released when? On the... I have the information here. It was released on the 22nd. So it's been about a week. And it's doing what you would it's underperforming, right? But that's the thing about like what's going on in Hollywood right now. The budget for Mando was around $165 million. It's already made 177.9 essentially worldwide, right? I think obviously domestically they probably wanted it to do more, but it's already surpassed its budget in the first week.
Right.
I guess with marketing, the number is closer to $300 million in budget.
Of course.
Obviously, you have to usually like double around the whatever budget they use to make the movie.
Sure.
But even still, it's the first week and it's already at $178 million. It's not gonna make $1 billion.
No.
I don't know what expectations Disney had for this Excuse me. And I think it's really strange that this is considered like a box office. I mean, I know financially, obviously, it's a box office disappointment.
Yeah.
I just find it really strange that they use the property like Mando and Grogu, and this seems to be like their litmus test for how the future of Star Wars is going to go, and I just don't understand it. I just don't get it. This was never like the flagship property. This is like making a Rebels movie and then being like, how come it didn't make $1 billion?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, they're banking off of what? The star power of Favreau, Pascal, and Jeremy Allen White? I just don't know.
All three of which you rarely see in the movie.
Exactly. That's
at all.
Yeah. You know, you from what I understand, because I haven't seen the movie yet, so we're not going to be able to talk about the movie itself.
Right.
Just
how it's performing.
Yeah, and its perception and everything, and the reviews and all that stuff. But I'm not going to speak on it from a personal standpoint. But apparently, like, he's barely in the movie.
Mm.
But that's the whole point of the character.
Yeah.
It's just, from the jump, it was strange that they decided to make a theatrical movie around a show in its, fourth season?
Is it even?
It's in its fourth. If there was another season, it would be the fourth.
Right, they've done three.
They've done three, yeah.
And then they spun off with Boba.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it from that world. I honestly, I think they kind of just crapped this one out. I don't think there was a real push for this to be like marketed as the next Star Wars movie proper. Even though there was a commercial that specifically said the next Star Wars movie.
Well, that's the thing. It's
but like you shouldn't have to remind people that
their own advertising has been, this is the next big Star Wars event.
But it's not. It's so clear that it wasn't supposed to be that.
Definitely not. No.
Not to mention the fact that The Mandalorian, as a property, has just seen diminishing returns since the first season.
Yeah.
So I don't know where they got the idea that this property needed a major motion picture.
Yeah.
And not just a season 4 that corrected the ship, maybe. But I think the vast majority of people were disappointed by season 3.
Well, you don't think that the amount of money that they put into, I mean, obviously you're going to see bigger returns on investing more money on a movie that you release in theaters, and then you can get the home box office and all that stuff.
Did you just spell out HBO?
I did just spell out HBO. I didn't mean to say that it's gonna go on HBO. I literally meant like buying it.
Yeah. The premium purchase. Yeah. Yes. And just banking off of Baby Yoda.
Yeah. But but to your point, whatever money that they shoveled at it, you just do half of that and just make a season 4. Yeah, it does feel like they just kind of were like, we need something out.
Yeah,
because they have stuff on the horizon, right? You got the Gosling movie that's supposed to be coming out. You've got the next 3 Star Wars movies.
Right. The next trilogy that's like in its embryonic stage right now, apparently.
But it just feels like Disney is not happy with just going away for a little bit.
Yeah,
they just have to continue to be in front of people and putting stuff out.
Well, and this time period was supposed to be the period in which Star Wars went away.
Yeah,
that was actually said by, I think, Bob Iger, whoever, one of the Bobs that was in command at the time.
Yeah,
he said Star Wars is gonna go away for a little bit.
Yeah,
it didn't go away for long enough. Because
I'd argue. Did it go away?
Not really
at all.
Not really. We still had TV shows, we still had animated series, and I think, according to critics and fans, because I haven't caught up with any of that stuff, but it's been good. the TV shows, the animated series, the more recent stuff has all been quality. I've heard great things about the Mall animated series, and
oh yeah, I still haven't watched. I can't believe I haven't watched that yet.
Yeah, well, I have an excuse. You don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've heard good things about all that output. But I mean, for movies, if you're going to market something as the next Star Wars movie, like it's gotta hit. It's gotta hit after what happened with the last trilogy. Like, it has to be a statement maker. Yeah. And for all intents and purposes, it seems like The Mandalorian and Grogu is not that. Yeah. And unfortunately, it seems like it is kind of mid, which is fine because it's still making money, as you said. Critics and fans seem to like it well enough. Yeah. Seems to be a good time at the movies.
That's what the whole show's been.
But that's not good enough. No. For the next quote-unquote Star Wars movie. Yeah. And, I think these two things are at odds, like the marketing of it and the movie itself. Because how are you going to call something The Mandalorian and Grogu? Yeah. And expect that to be the next big Star Wars movie, you know? Yeah. It's not Star Wars The Mandalorian. It's just The Mandalorian and Grogu. Yeah. And everything that, like, especially earlier on, the way they were marketing it looked like a kind of silly throwback romp, which seems like, according to fans and people, the critics and people who've written about their reception of it, is kind of what it is. Yeah. So it's very confused, I feel. And I don't get it.
This whole thing is Disney's fault.
Yeah. Aren't most things?
Yeah. Everything in the world is Disney's fault, I think. At least 80% of it.
Careful, we live in Orlando.
True. I think that given the model that they currently are working with, they can't be upset with audiences when people go, isn't that the TV show? Mm-hmm. And then someone's like, yeah, they made a movie. And it's like, well, okay, but why? So why should I leave my house and pay IMAX prices for something that's going to end up on Disney Plus within like 3 months of its release? Mm. And if it's just a continuation of a TV show, I have to go back and watch the TV show anyway. Right. So I'll just wait, watch the TV show, then see this movie. Yeah. Right?
And you know what? I think I'm answering some of my own question here as far as like, why do they market it as just like literally almost verbatim quote the next Star Wars movie?
Yeah, that's literally in the fucking trailer.
I think the reason is, and I'm using my mom as a case study here. Okay. We were sitting down before Sunday dinner and she goes, there's another Star Wars coming out. And I was like, yeah, Ma, I know. It's the Mandalorian. She goes, okay. That's it. Does she know what that means? Okay. Does she know what that is? No. Certainly not. No. She just knows that there's a new Star Wars. So it's like, okay, I guess
Star Wars.
I guess it kind of worked for people that not in the know, but at the same time, does she have a vested interest enough if she hasn't kept up with the series or even is aware of the series? No. She's not going to go see that movie. No. She saw the original Star Wars in theaters. That doesn't mean she's going to go see this one because there's not enough there to be like, look at this. This is the next big thing. Guys, come out.
Completely misguided. Completely misguided. And the other thing on top of that is, for all intents and purposes, like you said, it's an okay movie, which is fine if they didn't invest $300 million into it and called it the next Star Wars movie. If you're just going, this is going to be a fun little summer thing before we get to the big thing. Yeah. Then, and you don't invest $300 million into it, which I don't even know where that fucking money's going. That's the other thing. Sure, there's a bunch of trailers for the movie. Yeah. But I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just not tapped in enough. I don't see where the fuck that money's going. I mean, so the budget's $166 million. Right. So
just ad spends and, placements and collaborations with Burger King or whatever.
Yeah, I guess. It's crazy. I just don't know. I saw the Mando at one of the playoff games.
Oh, so yeah.
He was just like standing around with Grogu.
They got to pay a guy to do that.
Yeah.
They got to pay a puppeteer to puppeteer Grogu.
They couldn't find just a best boy standing around somewhere.
No.
And just make him do it?
No, certainly not. You mean play Grogu?
Yeah.
Put him in makeup?
Find a best boy to play Grogu?
Yeah. It's crazy, but kind of not surprising at this point.
It's hard to say where they go from here. I mean, I know it's just like in sports, man. All you got to do is win. Mm-hmm. All you got to do is come back with a win.
All is forgiven.
If this Gosling movie is dope, which, I mean, I would say, again, hate to steal a phrase from another podcast, but it just works so much in this context. Mm-hmm. I think Gosling is at another apex right now.
Yeah.
Off the strength of Project Hail Mary.
Yep.
That, I mean, you got Project Hail Mary and then whatever, the Starfighter, I think it's called, right? And if it's even remotely good, I mean, they'll be back on track.
Yeah.
And I love Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I want to see them win. But sometimes it does feel like you just want them to, like, get their knuckles wrapped a little bit, mm-hmm. Just have somebody come by with the ruler and just be like, you don't get to do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
You have to be better.
Well, after the last trilogy, they deserved it. And they needed to learn from that. They needed to learn that they can't just freeball the one of the greatest franchises of all time.
But my argument is that they didn't learn.
Yeah.
Because if they had, they wouldn't have released Mando and Grogu the way that they did. We wouldn't be talking about this if they had learned their lesson.
Maybe, but I would push back a little bit by saying they have at least taken time from redoing a trilogy.
Sure.
And continuing the mainline Jedi versus Sith story, you know?
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with this new trilogy.
I don't know. I mean, I would love these smaller, more contained stories. It doesn't all have to be Jedi and Sith and all that stuff, but it's got to be up to snuff, like a Rogue One, for instance. They did it right once. Do it again. Like, realize that you need talented directors and writers with a vision to play within the sandbox.
Yeah.
And not to say Jon Favreau's not a talented guy. Obviously he is. But
he's crushing it with the TV show. Just go back and just do the TV show.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, I feel like there is unfinished business with the TV show.
Yeah.
That I would have been way more excited to see this movie if we had a season 4 that was just as good or close to as good as the first season.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's only gotten downhill from season 1.
Yeah.
They lost the mystique. They've dragged out the Grogu stuff because they realize he's making money.
Yeah. And
it's just like so obvious that the artistic integrity of this movie and franchise for children is not intact.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
I mean, yeah, to your point, if they had this extremely successful season 1, which they did with The Mandalorian, and then they were like, yo, you know what? This could be our way back into theaters.
Yeah.
And they made a movie, essentially season 2 and parts of season 3 as a movie.
Yeah.
Now you've got the reintroduction of Luke.
Yeah.
Now you've got some Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Now you've got Jeremy Allen White as Jabba's son, I guess.
My son.
The thing is,
and he's jacked for some reason.
This one really gets my goat a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you why. It's stunt casting to like the nth degree.
Yeah.
Jeremy Allen White's having a moment right now.
Yeah.
And so they just I need to hear what he has brought to the table from a voice acting performance that warrants hiring a name like Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah.
It's like it literally would be the equivalent of like getting like Jacob Elordi or like Jesus Christ.
Sherry just moaned from the bedroom. Gross.
Jacob Elordi or like a Timothy Chalamet.
Sure.
just to come in and drop a couple lines.
Yeah. Come in for a day's work.
Yeah.
Just record a few lines for us.
But the way that they've been like talking about it is like, oh man, and we got Jeremy Allen White as Jabba's son. And you're like, I don't care.
It's some real glup shido stuff.
For real.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even know that he could procreate. I didn't know that the Hutts could. How do they fuck? I mean, I guess that's not true. He was going to rape.
Oh yeah.
Princess Leia.
Absolutely.
So that's never mind. I take that one back.
Yeah.
They definitely can procreate.
Oh, not moaning anymore, are you?
Not happy about that? Uh-huh. It's the truth.
Misa. Yeah.
That's.
He went out with a smile.
Yeah. So I hate it.
Yeah.
By the way, I think it's silly.
It seems lazy. It seems cheap. It seems
expensive. That's what it seems.
Yeah. Okay.
I bet you they paid him a shit ton of money.
Absolutely, threw him a bag. Probably.
This fucking budget skyrockets because they have to pay Pedro Pascal to not be there.
Yeah.
They got to pay Jeremy Allen White to not be there.
Right.
What's the fucking point?
I don't know. I don't get it. I think again my main beef with this entire franchise, specifically the Mandalorian franchise, is that we talked about this. We talked about this when it happened.
We talked about this.
They didn't let Grogu stay away for long enough.
Yeah.
If this movie, we didn't know Grogu was going to be there, or it was hinted at maybe, and he came back in this movie, are you kidding me?
Well, I think that we talked about the title of the movie itself was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Not just calling it, like you said, Star Wars.
The Mandalorian.
And calling it The Mandalorian and Grogu. It's like, all right. They're very clearly going after this kind of... not slapstick is not the best word, but it's swashbuckling.
Yeah,
kind of
it's like it seems like on
60s thing.
Yeah, like a 50s, 60s sci-fi pastiche, which I feel like is cool because that's kind of what inspired Star Wars to begin with. But it didn't really seem indicative of in the trailers that tone.
Yeah.
Except for a couple of jokes here and there, but like the tone of the movie still seemed like just the show.
Well, and the tone of the trailers does not match the tone of the movie. So if the movie matches the tone of the show, then the trailers are kind of deceptive because the show is like a Western, right?
Yeah.
Kind of, and it's kind of dark. It is kind of swashbuckly. It is kind of like, Monster of the Week adventure kind of deal.
Sure.
But it doesn't have that kind of, I don't know.
Campiness.
Yeah, that the trailer had.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We've spent too much time.
All right.
Let's go in the opposite direction.
Okay.
On the opposite end, we've got a little movie called Obsession, which, by the way, you and I, and you can look back on it because we record all of our conversations. We don't talk unless there's mics in front of us.
Yeah,
we've been talking about this movie forever.
Yeah.
And I just want to
I remember showing you the trailer a few months ago. Yeah.
So everybody else who is, you guys are, you're on the train now.
Yeah.
And maybe you've seen it before us. I just want to say that we've been talking about this movie for months.
Oh, sorry, we're busy.
Yeah. With a budget of $750,000 to about $1 million.
Yeah.
The box office is sitting at almost $100 million.
Amazing. Love it.
Which is to say one of the most successful ratios of a budget to a box office in the history of movies.
Yeah.
The history of independent movies. To make a movie for under $1 million and make basically a blockbuster is unheard of, especially nowadays. So it's pretty fucking crazy. Also, it's sitting at a 96% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I think that the critical reception of the movie obviously plays a huge part of it, but I think that that's like something that's being overlooked in the Mando and Grogu thing is like the movie's sitting at like a 67%.
Yeah.
It's like an okay movie. Mm-hmm. If people were walking out of that theater going, you gotta see this movie. It's like I mean, they're back, baby.
You gotta
it's
see the Star Wars.
You gotta see this one Star War happening. Then you would have the kind of conversations that we're having about Obsession, which is exactly what happened. And they had the rare second week uptick.
Yep.
Excuse me. So, I don't know. It's kind of heartening to think about the fact that an independent movie can come out, can do big numbers, can still rely on word of mouth, and still be successful just off the strength of being good.
Yeah. Well, and especially it being a horror movie.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you will see a horror movie that's critically panned, but still does numbers.
Yeah.
Just from the concept and the fact that people like horror movies. This is a rare instance in which you're getting a horror movie that is critically acclaimed and the people love. It is so rare for me to see online reception to specifically a horror movie that, you know, you would think it might be more of an elevated horror movie, to use that term.
Yeah.
That actual people, everyday Joe Schmoes going into the movie theater looking for a horror movie, walk out saying anything other than, that wasn't that scary, or that was dumb.
Yeah.
But they're not saying that. It seems to be a crowd pleaser, and that's what makes me most excited to go see it, is like not just the critical reception, not just the fact that it is making bank at the box office, but the fact that it seems like every color, every shade, every type of horror fan likes this movie.
Yeah.
And that's very unique.
Yeah.
That is extremely rare.
Very rare.
So, yeah, look, I'm sure there are some people who walked out and said, I don't like that. But the vast majority, the consensus among critics and fans is that this is a good movie.
Yeah.
So, we got a special peacock on our hands, you know?
Which is amazing.
Yeah. Especially someone so young with Curry Barker. Baker? Curry Baker. Being another YouTuber who has found success now in horror in Hollywood. So there's something going on.
There seems to be a pipeline there.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
We're also like 2026. We're kind of in the midst of like a pretty, it's not really a renaissance, but there's already, before we even get to July.
Yeah.
We've got Michael, which was a massive success.
They're gonna say horror movie.
Well, to some people it may be.
Yeah.
And then you've got
Devil Wears Prada 2, huge
Devil
success.
Wears Prada, massive success.
Yeah.
And then you've got Obsession, massive success. Mando and Grogu, not a massive success, but still
success.
Pretty successful.
Backrooms is tracking to be really big.
That one I don't get.
No?
I don't know. It's got a...
How so? Explain.
Well, it's got our boy Chiwetel
Ejiofor. Yeah.
Ejiofor.
What are you gonna do?
I4?
I4. I don't know.
I
don't know the man.
So I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
He's fantastic, and he's going to crush it regardless.
Of course.
It's one of those games that was like, not a brain rot game, but like just one of those simple, like, Five Nights at Freddy's kind of deal.
Mm-hmm. It came around the same time. It was very much of the ilk of like Slender Man, and that stuff.
And I'm just wondering how. I mean, people like it and they're saying it's good.
Well, it's not just a game, right? Like, it's
what the fuck does that mean?
What
the fuck does that mean?
It originated as a creepypasta.
Oh yes, sure. Yeah, okay.
It's not just a game; it's real, Marco. It's real. It's a documentary. I don't know if you realize.
What are you talking about, bro?
That happened to a guy one time.
He was stuck in a back room.
No, it was a creepypasta specifically just based on a picture, and then from there, creepypasta writers went on to write stories about the back rooms, and then from there, a YouTuber, the guy who's making this movie now, made a whole series of shorts about the backrooms.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, a lot of people didn't know this, but it was actually made. It was animated. It wasn't actual footage. So, but it looked actually really good based in the time and what he was doing with it. So that gained a lot of attention. Then the video game started to get made, and other backrooms adjacent stories were written. And now the guy who actually started the YouTube series that became most famous for the backrooms is making his Hollywood debut with this movie.
Okay.
So it's a very similar pipeline, like we're talking about. YouTuber turns to Hollywood horror creator.
Right.
So that's the gist of it.
Well, Backrooms is supposed to come out tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
With a budget of $10 million. It's already got an 87% of Rotten Tomatoes, according to 110 critics.
An A24 pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All that to say, we're looking pretty good right now.
Yeah.
This year, as far as movies are concerned. As far as, like, blockbusters. I haven't seen anything about, like, Oscar baity movies in a little while. There's definitely some stuff that I'm forgetting in the beginning of the year.
Yeah. I think there have been conversations about stuff, but nothing comes to mind immediately.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like what's come out. The people are like, yeah, that's the
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We're still relatively fresh in the year. Got to wait for summer to fully go through at least, and then we get close to that season where it's like, all right, they're starting to put out the major dramas and stuff for contention.
Yeah.
Hearing good things about Disclosure Day.
Oh, sick. Yeah.
Yeah. Early reviews are very, very good.
I heard that Boots Riley movie is really good too.
Oh yeah, I've heard good things about that one too. Was it We Love Boosters? I love Boosters.
Yeah, I love Boosters.
Yes.
So I might go see that at some point, or just wait. Just wait on it. Wait on it. Anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, movies good. Movies good.
Movies good.
Movies good.
Yeah.
Gaming?
Gaming bad.
Gaming bad.
Gaming bad.
Movies good. Gaming bad.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, let's talk about the good stuff first.
Okay.
Modern Warfare 4.
Yeah.
Teaser trailer dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any kind of thing that I'm not aware of as far as like some kind of like gaming con or festival or anything?
No.
Like, so this just was a trailer that just dropped apropos of nothing.
Yes.
Strange that they didn't wait for like, like a big
maybe we're gonna get
conference or something.
I'm thinking we'll get like a full gameplay trailer and like breakdown in one of those Summer Games Fest type deals.
Yeah.
But we have to remember too that now Call of Duty's highly tied in with Xbox.
Yeah.
So anything we see is probably going to come from Xbox.
Right. It's got to be a whole Microsoft thing.
Yeah.
If they're gonna. Yeah.
But no, I mean, I think they're confident enough in the franchise that they're just like, put it out.
Yeah.
It'll make waves, and it has.
Yeah.
So good on them.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have now Modern Warfare 4, which Modern Warfare has taken a little bit of a break as they cycle out these franchises as they're known to do. Modern Warfare 3, I played through the entire new trilogy of Modern Warfare.
Yeah, you're more up on the lore than I am.
Yeah. Overall, great. Great series. 3.
Wait, hold on. Pause for 2 seconds.
Okay.
When they originally did Modern Warfare, they didn't get to 4, right?
No,
they stopped at 3.
3, yeah.
Then did a bunch of other shit, then rebooted it. So this is the first time that they've gone past the
3.
original. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because after the original 3...
Because Call of Duty 4 is Modern Warfare.
Correct.
The OG.
Yes.
Yeah.
It gets confusing.
Well, this is their fault.
Stick with me here, yeah.
Rebooting it and then just calling them the same fucking things.
Right. It was...
insane thing to do.
Yeah, Call of Duty, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3, and then Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
Right.
Then we had Modern Warfare 2.
Then they started.
Then we had Modern Warfare 3. Yes.
Which is technically Call of Duty 5,
Yeah.
6, 7, so on and so forth.
Exactly.
I'm not sure. Go Call of Duty 5,
Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, no. Doesn't make sense. And then they started to introduce Black Ops, Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
Ghosts, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
World at
War, yeah. World War II.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The naming conventions.
They tried a lot of stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, we've arrived now to Modern Warfare 4 for the very first time. The original trilogy, or not the original, the newer trilogy I played through all the way. Overall, I'd say good stuff. Enjoyed it. 3, not as much, but that's more of a symptom of the times where Call of Duty was, where a lot of these levels were just like reskinned maps, multiplayer maps that you kind of have to wander around and collect stuff, which is never fun.
Yeah.
But story-wise, I think they did a good job. I enjoyed it, and had some nice twists for OG fans of the Modern Warfare series. So, Modern Warfare coming back. In general, somewhat excited about.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that. I like that era. I think at this point I'm a little bit more of a Black Ops guy myself, but those are like my two favorites.
Yeah.
Out of the different mixes they have. So, as someone who knows is up to date with the story, I think this is really interesting. I remember when talking in the past about where Call of Duty should go next, I said the Korean War. This is not what I meant. This is not what I meant. So we're getting a modern Korean War, a new Korean War. Another one. Technically, it never ended, so it's just a continuation.
Yeah.
Seems interesting. I mean, we haven't really seen much modern warfare gaming taking place in Asia, which is an entire continent of new environments and different things that they could speculate about warfare in the modern times. So I think that's cool. I think it's a nice change of pace. I mean, from what they've shown in the cinematics, it looks really well rendered.
Do you think that part of that is because they're afraid of Asia rebuffing the game if they are painted in too much of a, like China specifically?
Yeah.
China is they're quick to be like, if this doesn't look good for us, we just won't put it out.
We're not going to sell it. Yeah. That's a great point. And I get the feeling the way they're going to go around it is they're going to say, as they've done with Russia before, this is some rogue paramilitary within the country that's taking over. This is not the People's Republic of China, okay?
We get it. You guys are good with us.
Yeah. So I get the feeling that's what they're going to do because that's what they've always done.
Yeah.
Cop out, whatever.
Always.
So, stand on what the story you're trying to tell.
Right.
But yeah, I think that's probably why they've been a little bit afraid to touch Asia at all. So, I am curious to see how they handle it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be something really haphazard and as simple as that.
Yeah.
So, but all that being said, I mean, I think what they've shown looks cool. I think at the end of the day, it's going to be more Call of Duty, and I don't really see it, really revolutionizing anything because, I've been fooled before, and I'm not going to be fooled again. But
that's like the Who said.
Yeah, exactly. But I do know that there's apparently a list of new features that I want to read off for you.
Okay.
It may mean more to you than it does to me.
Okay.
Because you're more of the technical Call of Duty guy.
Yeah.
Where I'm more of a dummy, a big dummy. Just a big dummy.
Just a big dummy. Just a baby.
Just a little baby. Okay, so this is according to a Twitter page. called Blue Thunder Real.
I can't believe Twitter still exists.
Yeah, I know. It's still there. Okay, so first off, new campaign. Sounds really fresh approach. South Korea being invaded by North Korea and its allies. You play as an American soldier embedded with South Korean soldiers. Guns are fundamentally changing with the new, quote, weapons-first technology called ballistic authority. Bloom is removed completely. Wherever the barrel reticle is aiming, that's the trajectory of the bullet. Among other big changes to visual feedback, visibility, more realistic weapons handling, etc. 12 6v6 maps on day one, with a few other maps for larger game modes, plus a new dynamic map for gunfight modes that changes the layout in between rounds. Omni movement is gone, but mantling, sliding, and overall movement is faster and more responsive. You can go into a slide straight from a mantle, you can hang on ledges, shimmy on ledges, and peek over with your gun. When you max out a gun, you unlock its apex attachment, which is a branded term. This completely changes how a gun works, or adds a secondary fire. For example, explosive shells for a shotgun, or throwing knives attached to the frame of a rifle, etc. DMZ is back, but this time it's a major focus and not a beta. Described as a living sandbox set in a massive conflict zone. Players can negotiate, team up, and betray, similar to Arc Raiders. And that's all he has.
Yeah, DMZ was their like failed extraction shooter.
Yeah.
Game mode, because it felt like just a weird afterthought game mode. Like there wasn't much to it after you played it a couple of times. Yeah, some of that stuff is really interesting. The Bloom thing is really, really interesting because that theoretically changes everything about multiplayer.
Yeah.
If you don't have to worry about any kind of bullet drop off, any kind of spread, if it's like where the reticle is where the bullet goes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's massive.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it is with, games as old as I think like Unreal and Halo, I think.
Yeah, I just always felt like if you're going to do it, go the Battlefield route and like actually have it mean something. So like if you have to have some kind of bullet drop off, you actually can like measure the distance of a player relative to the game itself and like how it's. But in Call of Duty, it always felt like it seemed a bit arbitrary.
Yeah.
Like there were times where it felt like if you just maxed out your gun enough, it didn't matter. There was no bullet drop off if your gun was just maxed out enough.
Yeah.
Versus if you were like using a base weapon, then there would be like some drop off and it kind of sucked and you couldn't really measure it and whatnot. So I think like it makes it a little bit more video gamey.
Yeah.
Which in my opinion is not a bad thing. You play Battlefield for like a little bit more realistic, at least bullet velocity.
Sure. But, I will say even with the latest Battlefield, what they've kind of completely removed that in itself, because what you can do now is essentially what you can do in real life, which is adjust your scope so that there is no drop.
Yeah.
It's like where you aim, if you have it tightened in for how far the person is where your bullet will go.
Yeah, well,
so
see.
It's like it doesn't even really matter. As long you hit the button, it adjusts, and you're good to go. So it doesn't really matter.
It's a fucking video game. At the end of the day, it's like, I don't know how to shoot guns in real life. Why I gotta do all this?
It's not a mil sim either. If you're playing Arma, yeah, man, like do that.
Right.
But I'm not worried about immersion in an arcade shooter.
Right. If I can see him with my eyes,
I want to shoot him.
Hit him with my bullet.
Right.
Why the fuck do I have to try any harder than that?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't. They brought back Blackout in their multiplayer thing, which me and a couple of friends got like obsessed with Blackout when they first did it, and I think a little too late for that friend group because we don't really talk anymore. Rest in peace. Nobody died. It was just rest in peace to that friend group.
Yeah.
So it was too little too late for like to bring that back, but I do find it interesting that they were like, you know what? We got something, we got a gold mine just sitting here, and we've been fucking around with all this other shit. Why don't we bring Blackout back? So they brought that back, and that almost got me to jump back into the game.
Yep.
I feel like it's an addiction that I was able to kick, or a habit that I was able to kick, you know? And I just kind of feel like if I jump back in, I'll just...
It'll eat you up.
I don't trust the person that I'm going to become if I jump back into any Call of Duty multiplayer game.
Just instantly your blood pressure rises.
Dude. And also, I feel like the game... Like, how do I catch up? Going back to the Mando and Grogu for 2 seconds. If you want to catch up on that story, you just need Disney Plus. You can watch all 3 seasons.
Yeah,
it'll take you a little bit, but you can catch up.
You could probably do it like in a week.
Yeah, probably less than, honestly, if you're really dedicated. If you don't want to read like a Wikipedia recap of the series, you have to buy an innumerable amount of video games.
Yeah.
To understand completely the context of this new game.
That's what YouTube's for, baby.
Well, and I just feel like the barrier for entry for understanding these games, it just gets higher and higher the more that they're like, we're gonna continue with these characters. Like sometimes like characters die, you have to move on with a new story, you have to figure things out. No, Price is still there, Ghost is still there. You have to just...
There is a major death at the end of 3, I will say that, but I won't spoil it for you.
Well, yeah, and that's I guess what I'm saying is like these characters in the trailer are significant to a certain sect of people.
Yeah.
Other
Iconic.
people are going to watch them and just be like, oh, yeah, it's that one guy from the cover of the one game. And whose fault is that? It's nobody's fault, really.
Yeah.
It's just, it's hard. It just feels like it's like, man, you're really putting your eggs in the basket of the people who have been playing this game for X amount of years.
Yeah.
And I guess that's a good thing. You're rewarding your fan base.
Sure. Yeah.
I just find it hard to see how you're going to bring in new people. But I guess really to them it doesn't. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
They're making their nut off of the people that have been playing for...
On selling skins is what they're making their money off of.
Right.
I think the vast majority of people are not freaks like me that really care about the story and the narrative being told.
They just want to play as Nicki Minaj.
There you go.
That's really all it is.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, speaking of Nicki Minaj. Speaking of maximizing your profits, really, this really kind of gets us into the future of where all this stuff is going. And we talk about this kind of stuff all the time because we're trying to, keep our eyes on the the direction that some of this stuff is going, because it's who we are. It's our lives. To a lesser extent nowadays, I feel like the older we get, it's harder and harder to maintain the hobby of gaming and everything.
Yeah.
And you kind of have to pick and choose what's a priority and whatnot. But for the most part, you still try to be in it a little bit. At least we try to pay attention to it and everything.
Sure.
I think that I've said on this podcast before, maybe not, I don't know. I feel like this is the last generation for me. I can't imagine myself paying the kind of rumored prices that we're looking at right now.
Yeah.
And none more egregious than what has been rumored for this Steam Deck.
Not even rumored. It's official.
Oh, this is the official price.
Yeah. Unfortunately. The Steam Deck has now been raised at its highest tier, mind you. The 1 terabyte OLED model is now $300 higher and now costs $949.
Yeah. I mean, with tax and everything, that's $1,000 unit.
Yeah. And that's also saying the lesser version is also going up by another $200 as well.
And so, what is the thought process behind this? Why are they raising the prices like this?
Well, the writing's kind of on the wall. It's the cost of memory
Right.
Which is scarce now.
Yeah.
And I think just the general price hikes due to the economy. Trump. Tariffs specifically. And basically the entire world economy.
Yeah.
That is right now kind of pogoing back and forth based on who knows what whims. Which way the wind will blow today, who can say?
Right.
So a lot of that uncertainty.
Exactly.
Exactly. So, I think it could be less if things were more stable, but it is what it is today, and that's just how much it's going to be.
Yeah. And if things hold the way that they are going right now, I mean, who's to say that doesn't go up another $100
Sure.
by the time it gets released?
Well, they were teetering on the 4 digits,
right?
And they very clearly wanted to stop before it got to 1,000. But it only takes one more domino to fall.
I don't know if they want any of this stuff to stop. I think that what they want is for people to feel comfortable with this kind of shit. I mean, it doesn't feel like any of these companies have gamers or consumers in general best interest at heart.
Don't you say that about Valve.
I just don't see them thinking about it in terms of, is this okay? How are people going to feel about this? I think they're thinking about it in terms of, like, if we slowly get to this place, we can get to the number that we want to get to. It feels like all of them, it just feels like that's just capitalism in general. It's just, poke slowly, and then you can finally get to what you want.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. It's probably been going on since the dawn of time, and it's finally just got to a number that I don't feel comfortable with anymore. Yeah. Paying 4 digits for anything really, but for
outside of like a MacBook Pro.
Yeah.
That's the one expense that I would be like, all right, it makes sense. It's why I've been paying for it since the mid 2000s.
Well, and that's the thing. Like this, we're recording on my Mac that I've had since like 2016.
Right.
So for the people, for like the haters and stuff who are like, ugh, MacBook. Like, I mean, at least this fucking thing, man, it's a fucking engine.
It's a workhorse.
It's been going on for years.
Yeah.
I mean, close to a decade.
Yeah.
And so if you're telling me, and the thing is, the life cycle of these things is just not that long.
Like, it is now. It is now.
Well,
it's
sure,
being forced to be.
Yeah.
Because we talked, I think, a couple episodes ago about the fact that the PS5, if things were the way they were 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, we'd be looking at PS6 already.
Right. True.
And we are nowhere near that.
True.
At least as consumers.
I think that's only because of COVID, though.
I guess, but even so, like the way the things are right now, I couldn't possibly see myself being interested in a PS6 for another at least 5 years. I don't know.
Sure, from a consumer standpoint, yeah.
No way.
No shot.
No way. And mind you, I have an OG PS5. It's not the Slim. It's not the Pro. Yeah. None of that. It's the OG. Yeah. As long as it's still going, I'm fine with it.
Still cooking.
That's enough. That's enough. I don't know. I feel like, and not even I feel like, this is actual, like, fact about the way the economy works and the way that pricing works, is that, like you're saying, the producers of something, when in a crisis such as COVID, which happened, if you didn't know,
it's real.
In a crisis such as COVID or our current economic crisis with the Middle East and oil and all that stuff, the Strait of Hormuz, they do up the pricing, sometimes to a point that is unnecessary for them to make ends meet.
Right.
Oftentimes, I would say. But then once the crisis is done, what they'll do, let's say, we're talking about the Steam Deck. Okay, they raise the price by $300. Okay. Once, let's say, there's a rebound of memory available that they can get now for cheaper, Let's say that there are fewer tariffs moving forward. What they'll do is they'll go, okay, we're knocking $50 off that price because things are better. Come and get it, guys.
Right.
And the masses go crazy because they're like, oh my God, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Valve. You are really thinking about us because you took $50 off this thing that is now inflated by $250.
Right.
So, I mean, that happens across the board in most industries. Yeah. So you have to expect that and anticipate that.
Right.
And understand that though there's nothing we can do as consumers other than hold on dearly to the things that we have, just be aware. Like, don't give these guys pats on the backs. They don't deserve it.
No. Like,
they are out to get as much as they possibly can. That is the model. They are companies. They are not people. Companies are not people.
Right.
That should be said. So,
well, yeah, and I think that's the thing. Like, we have to continue to hold these companies' feet to the fire and let them know that, like, yeah, I mean, we're not. I mean, you need everybody to come together and just be like, listen, we're not gonna just accept that you went beyond what is acceptable, then brought it back to something that is just outside of acceptable,
right?
And then made everybody go, okay, that's good.
I guess I could not eat today,
right? Because now you've inched outside of what we all have agreed is okay,
right?
And that's how they do it. They get you, they go crazy, and then you're like, no, there's no shot. Well, what if we brought it down to like 1,010,
right,
instead of 1,050?
Yeah,
and you're like, oh, well, it's not 1,050.
Yeah.
So
I guess my kids don't need to go to school today. I don't know.
I mean, the Xbox is rumored to be at a price point of 4 digits.
This is what I got here, okay? PS6 is rumored to be between $600 and $999.
Okay.
Just there. And the Xbox, as it's been rumored to be this PC hybrid type thing, it's expected to be a bit more. Yeah. $800 to $1,200. Which I agree with. I think that's probably going to be the case.
Yeah.
Given the way that they're marketing, and I mean pre-marketing this thing, it seems like they're getting people anticipating it's going to be a premium product.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just don't see a world in which it's less than $1,000.
I don't know, the last time that they did this, it was what? The Xbox. Which one was it that was supposed to be like the all-in-one entertainment center?
Oh yeah, the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what one meant?
I think so. Originally before they were like, okay, just kidding, this is just games.
I don't know. It just kind of feels like the SpongeBob scene. Like, how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel like. I don't know. And maybe this is Microsoft's last hurrah
into console gaming.
Yeah, because it does feel like they were ready to kind of throw the towel in for a little bit.
They got a new leader. They're going to try some new things and see what sticks.
Yeah. I mean, they've been number 2 for what? The last
generation and a half.
10 years almost.
Yeah. Since the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Then we had Series S and X.
I don't even want to get into the fact that, like, this may be a hot take. I really think that their naming conventions,
horrible.
Not just that they're horrible, that they are responsible in large part to why they were not as successful. I really believe this. I believe their naming conventions were too confusing.
Yeah.
And people were like, what is an Xbox Series XS? What?
Yeah, what does that mean?
What am I supposed to... You know what? I'm just going to get the PS5.
Right.
It's so much easier.
It
goes in numerical order. I get it. I know what I'm getting when I buy this thing. I know because I know people personally who got the wrong console because they didn't know which one was which.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm not going to say who it was because, that's embarrassing. It wasn't me. I swear to God it wasn't me. But I know people personally who got the wrong console because they didn't know which they were confused by the name. And they weren't like, this is like older people who are like, I'm not going to read the specs on the side of the box.
They're not in it enough to know. And it makes perfect sense. And not to mention also the fact that like a numbered version of something seems like it means more. It seems more important.
Yes.
You know, it's not like 1.5 even. It's not 1 the in between years. No. You know, it is 2.
Yeah.
You're like 2. You're like, oh yeah, it's a statement.
It's the thing.
You know, like
it's the thing after the thing.
We made an advancement in a way, and it like we have been trained as gamers to think that way since PS1.
Yeah.
I mean, it really was PlayStation. Now I think about it, because before then it was like Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn. You know, like
you just came up with a new name, or Nintendo was like
Super Nintendo. That works great too.
That does, yeah.
Super Nintendo. It's not the Nintendo. It's not the NES. It's the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, if it was the Super Xbox 360, I'd be like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Xbox 360 Turbo.
Well, you see it with the Switch. It's talking about Nintendo. Switch 2.
Switch 2.
We have a Switch 2 now.
Yeah.
You know, like.
And then when they call it the Switch 2, you go, well, it better be fucking Switch 2. Like, it better be worth calling it 2.
Yeah,
and not like Switch 1.5
right.
or
Switch Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for the life of me, I think 100 years from now, we'll still be talking about the fact that like Xbox could have just called it the 720. Like everybody thought it was going to be called.
Sure.
And would have been fine. And everyone would have been like, yeah, that makes sense. Calling it the 360 after the Xbox didn't make sense from the jump.
No.
So calling it that and then then the next game should have just been called the 720, and they're like, no. You're not ready for this.
Hell, I would have even been happy with Xbox 2. That way you would have been like, all right, this is a new generation of something.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. Because you go from Xbox, you go Xbox 360, then you go Xbox 2.
Right.
And you're like, because they changed the shape of the console.
Yep.
It was supposed to be this all-in-one thing. Mm-hmm. It was supposed to be this new leap forward in gaming and in home entertainment. Yeah. So yeah, you just call it the Xbox 2.
Yeah.
Would have been perfect. But they were like, no, you already have the PlayStation 2. Mm-hmm. We're not going to call it that. We're going to call it the Xbox One.
Yeah. How about that?
And then the sequel to that is going to
be
like
numerical one? No. You got to spell it out.
No. It's got to be the word one.
Yeah.
Well, why? Because
you don't get it, man. You're fired. I'm Steve Jobs, and you're fired.
Get the fuck out of my office. You don't get it. It's Xbox One. They're so stupid there, man. They're so stupid. So I don't know, man. I don't know where we go from here. I don't know what the future holds.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, for me personally, I can't imagine myself buying anything in the neighborhood of, I mean, even the rumored PS6 prices, I'm like, no shot. I mean, I read
saving now.
Yeah, I read a report that was like, even the digital
only version.
Yeah, is going to be like $600. I'm like, fuck you. How about that?
You know,
how about I fucking stab you and your whole family? How about that?
How about there is no future for anyone?
How about Sony's dead?
Yeah, how about that?
How about I go to the... Never mind.
Okay. Good call. I saw where that was going. Don't want to go there. I think that there's a high probability that the new PlayStation 6 won't have a disc drive.
Like at all? They're not even
at all.
Do a disc drive.
There will not be a SKU with a disc drive.
Interesting.
Yeah, that just seems to be the way that the entire, electronics in general are going.
Well, it makes sense. They don't want people owning things anymore. Sure. They want to own the things that you own. They like the idea that everything that we pay for is really just we're paying
a rental
to borrow it. Yeah. So I could see that.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that. I could definitely see them being like, and selling it back to us like, well, why would you want a house full of fucking discs and shit taking up room in your
get it instantly
home? You can get it right now.
Right.
I can see the commercial already.
Right.
You got the one kid sitting on his couch waiting for the game to get delivered to him, and then you got the other kid who like presses a button and he's already gaming, and he's like calling his friend. And he's like, "Are you on yet?" He's like, "Well, 2 to 3 business days." And he's like, "Okay, well, let me know." And then zoom, PlayStation.
Yeah, you should look into this advertising thing. You're pretty good at it. It's good. It's not bad.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I see it too. I see it. I see the future. I don't like it.
I don't like it. We haven't even talked about the Rockstar thing.
Yeah,
we did tease it at the beginning. Should we talk about it?
Yeah, I mean, real quick, I think it ties in neatly to what we were just talking about, which is, I mean, first of all, exploitation in the gaming industry. So, dozens of people were apparently fired from Rockstar, which led them as a team to unionize, which good for them.
Yeah,
I think unions are a good thing.
Love to see a union.
The main kind of push for this union apparently is to completely eradicate the burnout and protect themselves, as unions do, protect the workers from abuse and exploitation and all these things that are and have been rampant, specifically in the gaming industry, for a very long time. And as you might imagine, in a game that's taken so long to develop as GTA 6.
Yeah.
That is one portion of it. The other portion of it is that there's speculation that GTA 6 is going to be sort of a tide shifter in gaming. Yeah. As far as pricing goes, that this will be one of the first games to come out as a standard. I don't know. I've seen things like $100, $80. I don't know. So more than the standard, the now standard $70.
I'd spend $80 on it. Anything more than $80, and I'm like, I'm just gonna miss out. That's it. I'm not paying a dime over $80 for it.
Yeah, I get the feeling it's gonna be 100, and I think it's probably going to be played as this is an ever-expanding world, and we're going to keep making more islands and sections and neighborhoods for you to go to, and blah, 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 blah.
Billions of dollars doing the same thing with GTA 5. Mm-hmm. They let GTA 5 be a living, breathing thing for like 12 years. Yeah. They let people buy shark currency.
The shark cards.
They let people have entire lives inside of their online thing. Yeah. The role playing thing has taken on a life of its own. Mm-hmm. The last time I was on Twitch, GTA was still one of the top 10 categories.
Yeah. You got people playing as cops.
Yeah, I mean it's taken on a life of its own, and they funnel in millions of dollars.
Yeah. They don't have to make another game if they don't want to.
No, and the thing is, like, not to say that they shouldn't make money off of their hard work. Obviously, I'm not saying that they shouldn't be rewarded for the amount of time, energy, and manpower.
They apparently made a really fun sandbox for people to play in.
Right, and I'm all for that, dude. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be fairly compensated. What I'm saying is, like, it's just so clear that the idea of what is fair to us has taken a back seat to, but I mean, look at what we've done. Yeah. You should be happy that we've done all this for you. It's like, I don't know. I just don't like the attitude of like, well, what the fuck are you complaining about? You should just be happy that we fucking did all this for you. Like, fuck you, man.
Yeah. I would happily take a more concise, smaller game for $70. Yeah. Than whatever they have in store for $100.
Well, and GTA 5 is a masterpiece. Yeah. Will go down in history as one of the greatest games ever made. Mm-hmm. Followed closely behind is Red Dead Redemption 2.
Absolutely.
If they never made another game again, they'd be all right.
Yeah.
And I think gaming as a culture would be all right. Yeah. I don't think that this game, in the lexicon of gaming culture, is as important as like the watershed moment that was Red Dead 2 and GTA 5. You know what I'm saying?
Certainly not. And also I'll add to that the fact that so much of the original team that worked on the entire GTA franchise is gone. Right. So you add that to the mix.
Well, and suing them, apparently. And some of them, at least.
You add that to the mix, and you also add in this, like, I don't know, what I would consider an indulgent amount of time they've had to make this game happen. Yeah. And the fact that the writing's on the wall as far as, like, the fact they had to hit the drawing boards multiple times to make this work out. We talked about this before. Mm-hmm. But I just this game feels kind of doomed.
Yeah. Well, and also not to belabor the point of a massive cultural shift just in American culture.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that people are accepting of and just the way just American sense of humor has changed.
Sure.
The stuff that's like acceptable and what's not acceptable, and then anytime that you push against the boundaries of what is okay, you've got all these people on the other side of it going like, yeah, and they start saying slurs, and it's like, hey man, wait, hold on.
No.
You're not understanding. Like we're trying to push this thing. We're trying to eke it out. We're trying to like, but we're not trying to like.
We're not saying that.
Yeah.
Well, you saw that happen with South Park.
Yeah.
South Park has continued to be successful, continued to be, I would say, like cutting edge as far as it goes with like offensive humor, yet still, I think, staying true to its roots and not selling out, which has made people on both sides of the political spectrum in America very angry.
Yeah.
But I still think is successful in what they do. And I think that obviously it takes like a very talented comedy writer and a visionary for that kind of thing. I just don't know if GTA has that right now.
Well, I'll say this too, like to kind of add to that. Look at the way that the Comedy Central roasts have gone.
Ooh.
They're now at a point where it's not just about, finding the comedy in like the misgivings of the subject, right? And like trying to like, basically the roast used to be, we're gonna bust your balls for an hour, but we do it because we love you,
right?
Now it's gotten to a point where, I mean, some of the stuff that like, our favorite comedian Tony Hinchcliffe,
right,
some of the stuff that he was saying is just like just straight up racist,
sure,
and not funny. And I think
wait, Tony Hinchcliffe, racist, not funny.
We're talking about the same guy somehow. I don't know. I don't know.
God.
And I'm really not trying to like talk too much about that, but I do think that it is relevant in what we're saying about American culture and where we are right now. The idea of being an edgelord or even just pushing the limits of what is acceptable kind of just aren't there anymore.
Yeah.
That idea is just kind of dead.
Yeah.
There isn't really any limits. It's like you can't name right now a comedian or a writer or anybody really who is coasting on the line with like dexterity what is acceptable and not acceptable, right?
Yeah.
It's either you're like well within the confines of what people find funny right now, or you're so far outside of it that you're fucking Tony Hinchcliffe, right?
Sure.
I just can't think of anybody who is riding that line, straddling that line, right?
Yeah.
And that's what made GTA so good.
Yeah.
GTA 5 was so good in part because the writing was so strong, and they did straddle that line of like, is this acceptable? Like, what point are they trying to make with this? Is this just flat out funny no matter what the situation is?
Yeah.
That's part of what makes GTA 5 so classic, is that like some of the shit that they do in the game, you're just like, man, that's just fucking funny.
Yeah.
And then some of it is like, I can't believe they got away with this.
Yeah. Well, especially like the first three and 3 expanded.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff didn't age well.
Right.
But it's still like clearly a product of its time, and we can appreciate it for what it is.
Right.
You look back at that the way you look back at like, I don't know, speaking of roasts, old roasts from like the 60s or the 70s, and you're like, all right, the racial stereotypes maybe don't hit as well now as they used to, but you get the spirit of it, and okay, it's a product of its time. You can see past that.
Yeah.
But like, you bringing that up also reminds me why I'm so curious to see, and this is off topic, I'm sorry, but I recently saw an interview with Marlon Wayans.
Oh yeah,
and and he was kind of talking about like how he envisioned Scary Movie in 2026. And they were kind of asking, they're kind of, tiptoeing around, cancel culture, like, how do you feel writing a comedy in 2026?
Yeah.
And, he says his point of view, which I appreciate, is that, like, cancel culture doesn't really exist. Like, he still does stand-up. He's like, I do stand-up every weekend, basically. I have been for the past so many years. And I'm able to tell the jokes I want to tell because I know how to tell them. And my point in my writing is never to hurt people. It's to make people laugh and have a good time. I am very curious to see how that actually plays out in Scary Movie. Just in the same way, I'm very excited to see and interested and curious to see how that works out with GTA 6.
Yeah.
Very similarly, because these are franchises from very different times originally that have had a bit of time and space and a lot of world change happen in that time and space.
I'll just say this. I don't think that Marlon Wayans is a strong enough comedy writer to have been able to grow with the times. I think that his comedy worked when White Chicks, Scary Movie 1 and 2, like what's the one where he plays
Little Man?
Huh?
Little Man?
Yeah, Little Man.
Yeah.
Like that type of shit, just not that it wouldn't fly right now, but that people just wouldn't find it funny right now. I don't know. I mean, considering like some of the stuff that he's done recently, I just don't think that he's a strong enough comedy writer to have kept up with the times.
Yeah.
I mean, I said this when we talked about Scary Movie, I think.
Yeah.
But I'll be pleasantly surprised if Scary Movie 6 comes out and it's like, I want it to be funny.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be on the side of like, told you so, it's not good.
Right.
Like, I want it to be funny. But on the other side of that, I have seen some of the stuff. I think it's like a GQ video. I can't really. It's where he's sitting with the white guy who keeps saying,
Yeah.
both on two. Yeah.
I think that's the same interview I was watching.
Some of the stuff that he has said in that interview, I'm like, okay, like Marlon, he's at least in textual or I'm spacing on the word. Intellectualizing.
Yeah.
Comedy and like how he's trying to deliver this stuff, and I can appreciate the fact that he's a little bit more cerebral about it than I would have originally.
Him talking about studying movies like all the time and like watching movies he doesn't like and movies he does like and trying to pick and choose what he likes from those things, and like that inspired me a little bit with some confidence of like, okay, he's at least being aware of the craft, and hopefully that includes stuff now, not just from slapstick from the 50s and whatnot, but I agree.
I don't know, man. We'll see but in any case, as far as the GTA workers unionizing are concerned,
good for them.
And hopefully we see some like sea change when it comes to how these games are made, because this fucking game has taken 30 fucking years to make. And you still got people going like, yeah, man, they're killing us. They're still killing us. And the game's not even fucking out yet, and they're killing us. So
well, have you seen on well, no, you haven't seen on Twitter because you don't have it anymore.
I don't have it. No.
There's this whole thing on Twitter of this I think specific person in this group of people who keep comparing new games to Red Dead 2. Speaking of Red Dead 2.
Right.
And disparagingly doing so.
Oh.
Saying, well, Red Dead 2 did it better back in 2018 or whatever.
Yeah.
So they did that with 007 First Light. That just came out, and
is it already out?
Yeah, just came out.
I gotta get it because I've seen some footage of it, and I'm like, this movie. This game. To the point that you're about to make. Yeah. The footage that I've seen looks fucking awesome.
It looks great. I've only heard good things. I'm definitely on board for it. I think next paycheck, I have the money available, I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
Because it does look really good, and everything I heard about it, it sounds like it's a more streamlined Hitman, which is exactly what I'd want. with all the big set pieces of like an Uncharted. And I'm like, you're speaking my language.
Yeah.
So, but this person on Twitter compares these games and just compared 007 to Red Dead 2 with specifically the meat cutting. There's a scene in which meat is being cut, and he says Red Dead 2 still the champion of meat cutting. And he zooms in on the meat cutting graphics.
Okay.
And somebody retweeted it and said, yes. However, the difference is the creators of 007 can see their kids on their birthday. And to that, I say, absolutely. Like, please. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
As beautiful of an artistic achievement and entertainment achievement as Red Dead 2 is, like, it should not come at the cost of people's humanity.
Right.
So I'm all for the unions, baby.
And also, to that point, Red Dead Redemption 2 still has its blind spots. There's still some stuff in the game that, like, doesn't work.
Of course.
You know?
Of course.
Nakey Jakey has a really good video about the limitations of Rockstar games. Especially Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
And how, like, you can't really do what you want in the missions. You can do whatever you want outside of that, but, like, in the context of the game, it's a very rigid game.
Very linear when you're in the missions. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, so all this crunch, all these guys breaking their fucking necks to make this game, and it's still not like a true sandbox when it comes to the narrative of the game. And so, that even that argument kind of falls flat, because it's like, but they didn't even, you know. So, like, let these guys go home to their kids.
Please. They want to hug their kids.
Let them have a day off.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to nail it. You're not going to
There's no way. There's no way.
It's not real life.
There's no way. And I would go as far to say, like, there was maybe one time when I was playing it for the first time where I was like, it's pretty cool that they actually, like, cut the meat. Or, like, it's pretty cool that they actually, like, you know, you see them slice the fur off that animal.
Yeah,
but outside of that, like, if that wasn't there, would I think any lesser of the game? No. Not really.
Oh man, there's some stuff that really, like, when you look at it on the surface, you're like, that's amazing. And then once you've played the game long enough, you're like, God damn. Like, even when you skin an animal and you have to sit through the animation every single time he does it, I mean, I just want to jump out of a window. The first time it happens, you're like, that's amazing that he actually like, skins the animal. Yeah. And then he leaves the carcass.
Yeah, you get the fur, and then there's the carcass there.
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, you can bring back for meat if you want.
Yeah, the 100th time that you've seen it because you've been playing the game for like 80 hours. Yeah, I'm over it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cut to black. It's fine.
Yeah,
we don't need it. We don't need it.
In fact, you could just video game the shit out of it, and I can just click a button, and then you just and it just goes right into my pocket.
Yeah, there you go.
You know. You can put an entire fucking alligator carcass in my pocket.
Yep.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
You know?
I got a bear pelt in my back pocket.
Do I need to be weighed down by carrying a pelt?
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, it's
Yeah. It's that kind of game. It's a slow game.
Yeah, I get it.
On purpose.
Anyway.
Yep.
Let's get into the cheers of the week.
All right.
You want to start us off, Obi?
I would love to. My cheers of the week goes to the New York Knickerbockers.
The New York Knickerbockers. Used to call them Knickerbockers. Hey-oh.
Watch out.
I stole that joke, obviously.
Watch out now.
Anybody who listens to podcasts.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm excited. I'm scared. But I'm excited.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think if you're... I don't know how they're not right now the favorite, no matter who. I mean, if OKC comes out of that, like, insane... Actually, before I left the bar, a friend of mine was like, you going to talk about what's been going on in the OKC Spurs series? And I was like, well, we don't, like, get into the nitty-gritty of sports on the show that much, so probably not. But, man... Have you been watching this series?
On and off. I I missed the last game, but I saw the last two before that.
Dude, some of the stuff that's happening is like egregious.
I've heard.
To the point that Adam Silver is like, yeah, we're going to introduce technology to like take over.
Yeah. We're learning from the MLB.
Yeah. It's wild, man. It's wild. So
Yeah.
I'll just say that like the Knicks versus whoever comes out of the Western Conference Finals. I mean, if it's the Spurs, we're going to have ourselves a really fun series.
Yeah.
If it's OKC, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Mitchell Robinson apparently broke his pinky, so he may be out, unfortunately. A big man that we need. So that has me a little doubtful, a little scared.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this team, I will say I'm just, even if, God forbid, they don't win the final, I'm just so proud.
Well, just the fact that you guys made it back to the finals.
Yeah, since '99, like crazy.
I mean, there were years where the Knicks were like just dog
shit. Yeah,
yeah, just like one of the worst teams in the NBA.
Yeah. Agreed.
So the fact that we're here now talking about the fucking Knicks.
Yeah,
it's not.
The 90s are back.
The late 90s.
The 90s are back.
We're talking about the Knicks.
Yeah.
Fucking 2026.
I'm so proud of them.
Knicks in 2026.
I am so proud because it's a team that's taken a while to put together, and a team that has been doubted plenty in this series and beyond.
Sorry, she tried to get it out of the negative, just finally gave up. No, that's
all right. Go Knicks. All right, that's all I got. You couldn't wait.
No, we're at the cheers of the week, and she was like, "Chips now."
I need my pirate booty.
God,
Would you like some pirate booty?
unbelievable.
Shaking your head no, but also grabbing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. My point being, I'm proud of them regardless. I think it's awesome. They've made it as far as they have. But, I got hope. They're such a complete team. Their bench is, like, unparalleled.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't... I think what makes them special is they don't have to rely on, like, one superstar to make it work. Everyone works together. Yeah. Obviously, we got Brunson. Obviously, we got Big Cat, but... really, everyone chips in. So, that's what I like to see in the team.
Chip in for the chip.
Uh-huh.
Man, I hope. I have an allegiance to the Eastern Conference no matter what.
Yeah.
So I don't want to see a Western Conference team win.
No.
Definitely don't want to see OKC win again.
No.
Spurs, I could see it. Mm-hmm. It would be a nice, like, swan song for the franchise.
For what it's worth.
Swan song, but...
Yeah, for what it's worth, I like the Spurs. I like them. But not more than the Knicks.
Right. It can be the start of the franchise for... Start of the... of a franchise.
Yeah.
A dynasty, rather.
Dynasty.
The new dynasty for the Spurs.
Yeah.
With Wemby.
Yeah.
And all that jazz. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, my cheers of the week is going to Ed O'Brien. He put out a new album called Blue Morpho. Famed guitarist of famed guitarist from Radiohead. This is his second album. Let's clink at it.
Weren't we just talking about the fact that everyone in Radiohead has like their own solo thing going on?
Literally. And it's a really good album. It just, every time that any of them go off and do like a solo thing, all it makes you think is like, just put another Radiohead out.
Yeah.
But it also reminds you why Radiohead is so good. Because each individual part of the band is so incredibly talented. You listen to their stuff and you're like, this is a fully realized... It's not like... Sometimes you hear solo stuff from a member of a band and you're just like, yeah, but it kind of feels like you need to just give these songs to the band.
The band, yeah.
And just make the... But every time that, like, Tom York does something, or Ed O'Brien, or I'm spacing on his name, the other guitar player. Well, the multi-instrumentalist. Greenwood.
Yeah. Johnny.
Anytime that they go off and do something, it's just like, God damn, the sum of the parts of this band. Fucking.
They are as great.
And you know what? You can call it whatever you want. You can call us douchebags. You can call us hipsters. Radiohead is, at least from like album to album, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, rock band. I mean, you can make an argument.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I'm not like...
Not to mention, if you haven't seen them live, you have to see them live.
I haven't had the pleasure.
One of the best live bands I've ever seen. They sound just like the record.
Yeah.
They're one of those rare occasions, especially with someone with a falsetto like that. Like, it just works.
Yeah.
So good. So good.
Yeah. This is a Radiohead podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. No slander. I mean, except for some slander.
Just a little.
Some political statements they've said that don't really jive. But, artistically.
Timing's not great.
No.
Yeah.
The work alone, though, I mean, so good.
All right, let's review these brewskis.
Yeah.
From Playalinda, we got the...
Oh, really? Wow.
This is your fault.
Huh?
You gave me pirate booty.
That made you burp?
This is the Orango Tango.
So I tell all the girls.
You
gave me pirate booty.
It's an orange pineapple IPA out of Titusville, Florida. 6.8 ABV, I believe. 6.6 ABV.
Yep.
Albie, what'd you think?
It was pretty good. I will say my first blush taste on it thought was it tastes a little anemic. I didn't get a lot of oomph from the mango. I was kind of hoping for a big mango flavor in there. But I didn't really get it, which disappointed me.
Yeah. Mango and pineapple.
And
supposed
pineapple.
to be getting from this.
Yeah. Which I don't get. I don't get that punch of it like I was hoping to. Maybe I was hoping for more of something I would get from like a hazy. I think that would bring that flavor out a bit more. But it was a little light on the flavor. Though I will say, now that I've kind of gotten accustomed to the flavor, I do like it. It's just not what I was kind of thinking it would be. So I'm going to give it a 4. I think it's good. It's good, but not exactly up to the standard that I was hoping it to be.
Yeah, I think I'm also going to give it a 4. That was my initial thought was, okay, this is going to be a very citrusy IPA, orange, pineapple, bordering on like a fruited, like a kettle sour or whatever. And it just wasn't. It was a little too subtle in flavor. I don't know, man. I just feel like if you're gonna do this, you're gonna call it the Orango Tango. The whole thing is about, the fruit flavor profile of this. And
I didn't mean mango before. I meant orange.
Pineapple. Yeah, orange and pineapple. Yeah. I just feel like I don't know if it's.
Oh, sorry.
I feel like if that's what we're gonna do, if that's gonna be the main focus of the beer, then fucking let's do it, man.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Give me some pulp.
You know what I'm saying? So, a unanimous 4.
Yeah.
You think we got it?
I know we got it.
Well, if Obi says we got it, then this episode is over. This has been the One Beer and Podcast for myself, Marco Dupa, for Adam Obesius Rodriguez.
Pirate booty.
Thank you guys for listening. Drink delicious beer and have yourself a beautiful evening.
We love you.
Pirate booty. If they want to
Sponsor.
take a pirate booty.
Yeah!